To get to the other side in Whack-A-Fan at its inception was the closest game to an all-out free-for-all in MCC. Throughout MCCs 1 through 5, picking to get to the other side was for teams that were confident in all of their teammates' movement and bridging skills. Chaos was created because everyone could punch each other, which meant that the game had a large element of chance, especially on a map like Cliff. Other maps like Pit and Walls highlighted players' skill differences in movement. Looking at Tapl on Walls from MCCs 10 through 12, he finished first individually each time, finishing the round in only 23 to 24 seconds.
First! First again!
Only 2 players have finished first on a map 3 times, with Krinios having 3 wins on Basins.
I was first again! I was first again!
Yet Tapl did it 3 times in a row. And while individual skill has equaled top performances time and time again, there's untapped potential to see to get to the other side, the Walls map in particular, as a team game. This video will be about the progression of strategies on the Walls map, which showcases how different players approach the same problem, and how, with the introduction of the team bonus, team strategy also found a place amid this free-for-all. The Walls map has 3 distinct areas to it, with 2 separating walls and a final wall up to the finish zone. The first gap begins a few blocks from the starting platform, with players having the option to block run over the soul soil or to block run on top of the cobwebs. At the end of the first section, the first wall rises in front of them to stop their advance. Once they start pillaring, the other players can take advantage of their close proximities to punch each other off. After they crest the first wall, the players are presented with a dilemma. Should they dive into the water, run along the cobwebs, or bridge over it all? In this middle gap, guardians in the water serve as another obstacle as they can shoot players off of the side or even their own bridge. At the same time, their competitors are still racing against them, and even one punch could spell disaster. They race through and over this middle gap to scale the middle wall, leaving them only a dozen or so blocks away from the finish. Again, in this final gap, they have to choose which path they will take. Players have found success bridging over the top, building over the cobwebs, and swimming to the wall. After they finally reach the top of the final wall, they punch a fan and finish the round. For players that aren't the ones leading the pack, another strategy is to follow already established bridges, or even knock off bridging players and take their well-earned progress. As the top players make it to the end, more and more blocks have been placed to hamper progress, while also making new paths available. Each of the different options have their own hazards as well. Block running over the cobwebs comes with the possibility of getting stuck in the webs or falling off the side of the map, both of which greatly slow down the player. Bridging over the top creates the opportunity for other players to use your bridge themselves, or for them to punch you off and send you into the water. Swimming to the wall is hampered due to the Guardian's presence and complicated by trying to pillar next to other players who can punch you off. Even from the first MCC, there was a clear skill divide between the contestants. Kratzy was the first to properly use the fastest solo route, which involves sprint jumping across the cobwebs, placing blocks beneath you as you run, which is a technique known as block running. This technique would have earned Kratzy a sub 30-second run had he not messed up on the final
There goes
gap.
everything.
All players worked independently this MCC, with contestants like Pizza Hut, Ryguy Rocky, Professor, and H-Bomb all using similar strats to Kratzy and earning a spot in the top 5. Fast forward to the next time this game was chosen, MCC4. The Purple Pandas, comprised of the Sleepy Boys, ended up destroying the event due to their individual prowess. The strategies used by the top players were more varied though. Technoblade earned first place by using the cobweb strategy, but instead of continuing via cobwebs through the final gap, he bridged over it. TommyInnit earned second place by charging through the center of the map, bridging over the final gap, same as Techno. Other good players that round mixed these two strategies by diving through the middle or running along the cobwebs. Still, overall, a very individual effort. MCC5 was quite similar to the previous in how it was performed. The fastest players like Quig, Technoblade, Kratzy, and Krinios ran along the cobwebs, while other players managed to get decent times using other strategies running through the middle and bridging like TommyInnit. Up until this point, the only thing that mattered in this event was a player's skill and movement and surviving the chaos. This would all change with an update to the scoring in MCC6.
So instead of TGTTOS, it's now TGTTOS AWAF. Oh, and we flipped a little switch so that the first team who finishes the current TGTTOS AWAF course will get a bonus 100 coins.
MCC 6 saw the introduction of the team bonus, which awarded additional points to the first full team to finish the round. The Blue Bats, made up of Fundy, Fruitberries, Bitzel, and Captain Puffy, received the first team bonus on walls, but that was not due to team coordination. Rather, Fundy, Fruit, and Bitzel's individual skills netted them each a top 10 place, even though they started on the right, middle, and left respectively. Captain Puffy secured the team's bonus by piggybacking off of already constructed bridges. Even though the team got the team bonus, they had not intentionally tried for it. Also, during this round, Tommy utilized a bridge across the final gap that secured him 2nd overall, and it also gave Sylvie a path to 9th place finish. Even with the new team bonus, the players' strategies haven't changed yet. In MCC 9, the strategy remained the same. During this round, Sapnap also showed that getting a late start could be overcome because of the already placed blocks and utilizing block running to its fullest potential. Now, it doesn't net him the highest finish due to getting stuck under some blocks, but it did net him 10th overall. MCC 10 would see the start of Tapl's domination of walls, as he would finish first in 3 successive events. However, Tapl's speed and agility would leave his teammates in the dust, as Krinios finished 13th,
I got 13,
and Burn 20th.
No, Burn still in.
The team bonus would go to the Orange Ocelots, with none of them finishing higher than 15th. Pete came in at 15th, Cubfan at 17th, Joel at 20th, and False Symmetry at 21st. Their efforts showed that it was more important to have your last finishing player make it to the end than having the overall first place finisher. Since finishing individual first gives 80 coins and each subsequent place giving 2 coins less, getting the 100 coins from the team bonus is equivalent to having your team's individual places improve 50 places. So having your team's 17th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th places with the team bonus would be equivalent to having everyone finish 5th, 7th, 13th, and 14th instead. MCC 11, Tapl would of course get first again, and the orange oozes of Kratzy, Finster, Minimuka, and CBK would secure the team bonus. Right before the round started, Kratzy mentioned a strategy used by the MCC testers of speed bridging over all the walls.
I saw in the tester thing that someone built a speed bridge, like a jitter bridge. Yeah, because people are gonna be hitting each other, but I don't know.
However, the team would still all take their own individual paths. In MCC 12, Illumina and Punz would join the event, and their theory crafting would see Illumina using that speed bridging tactic to help his teammates also make it to the end. Even though Punz would race off on his own, their other teammates Kara and Puffy would follow along Illumina's bridge, securing 7th for Puffy and 21st for Kara after she recovered from being knocked off. Coupled with Illumina's 3rd and Punz's 16th finish, they would easily get the team bonus. Tapl and Fruitberries would finish top 2, but their teammates would lag behind as they fended for themselves. With MCC 13, Illumina would utilize the strategy once again to an even greater effect. Bridging over all the 3 gaps and walls jumping to the end would give his team 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 11th place. This performance would be the best finish on walls in MCC history.
Illumina, this is the one.
Your time is now.
Just
left
follow
side,
me.
left side, where we going?
I'll go I'll go. Wait, let me just look. I'm just looking. I'm scouting. I'll go right, middle right. I'm just gonna bridge up middle right, and you guys can follow me if you want.
Alright.
Alright.
Illumina, we're following you.
I'm just gonna go early. Oh god, never mind. I'm going. Never mind.
Block behind us. You're too high. Or maybe you're fine.
Yeah, keep going.
I need to go up.
Or you're going right above them, dude.
You don't need
No,
to
you're
go
good. Just bridge.
Just tell me what to do. I keep bridging?
Just keep going.
Bridge.
Alright, we can jump from here.
Jump! Yes!
No!
Yes!
4th!
Come on! Eret, go! Yes! Let's go!
Eret's 11th place finish was only due to his attempts to delay Filza and Fundy, who were trying to capitalize on Teal's bridge. Will this revolution in tactics continue to change strategies in MCC Season 2? Or will players continue to see to get to the other side as an individual game on focus on their individual play?